Just want to share a little bit about my first day at FedEx. It's been over a month now, so this is my first video. I applied online. It didn't take long for them to contact me by email, and then shortly after that, they contacted me via text message regarding the orientation, what I needed to wear, and things of that nature, or not so much wear, but the things that I would need after the orientation, like steel-toe shoes, dark jeans, dark pants, dark shirt, things like that. So during the orientation, we did a walkthrough of the warehouse, just showing us where we will be working, the sort and things of that nature. So a couple of days later, I received a second text regarding my hiring, which started, I think maybe 4 days after that. I was asked to come in for the hiring. And during the hiring, we did a lot of paperwork, watched a lot of videos of FedEx. And the next day, I think that was on a Tuesday. No, it could have been on a Monday, because you do get 2 days off. So that Tuesday I was off. So Wednesday was my official day working there. Now let me say this. There are going to be a couple of days in the week, if you're part-time, there will be a couple of days in the week where you will be really working, and you will have to question yourself, is this really worth it? Again, work 5 days a week. Mondays and Wednesdays are typically the worst days to work, which are their very heavy days. So you will walk out of there questioning yourself as to, do I really need this job? Okay, so, but other than that, the rest of the week goes pretty smooth. We are guaranteed 17 hours a week, but you have the opportunity to always do overtime during that week. You just sign up and just do your overtime up to 36 hours. So you hear people say that their check was maybe $200, but you have the opportunity to work up to 36 hours, maybe 37 that week if you sign up for overtime. So don't let that deter you from working, because the opportunity is there. You just have to sign up for it. Again, the orientation was fine. You just fill out a lot of paperwork. Right after the orientation, I will say this, that you do have to do a drug test right after that. I mean, they immediately fill out a paperwork and tell you to go over to such and such. They open up at 7 a.m. You need to be there. And so we did do that. So there was no lack in the days that you had to be there. It was right after the interview. Other than that, like I said, it's hard work for 2 days. Other days are pretty smooth. Mondays and Wednesdays, like I said, are the typical, are the hardest, because there's so much work that comes in. I'm doing typically sorting. I do slides. I do scanning. It just all depends on where they put you at that particular day. Well, what I did find out was that my first day there, I was scanning, but you still have to lift up the boxes. You're just not scanning and the box go on down. You scan in our warehouse now, let me say that. You scan, you pick up the box, and you put it on what we call a table. A table is another big box that you can lay the packages on, where the loader picks them up and loads them in the can. So my arms were getting bruised and things of that nature. So the next day, I just decided to wear some wristbands, protectors on my arms. I also wear compressor socks because you're standing so long. And I also wear a full body sweat vest, especially for my back. I don't want any back pains, and you do sweat a lot. Like I said, I've been there over a month now, and I've already lost 15 pounds. You do sweat a lot. I recommend that you bring your water bottle, because you will be drinking it, and you will have to fill up at some point of the day, because the work is really serious on those particular days that I mentioned that you just be drinking a lot of water. They do have Gatorade and water on both ends of our warehouse, so you are able to go and get more if need be, but definitely bring a water bottle of your own so that you can refill as need be. The job, okay, so I'm a woman of a particular age, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but because of the work that I have done in the past, this enabled me to, at least make it to this month and a half. But I'll be honest with you, every day I question myself, do I really want this job? And of course, I've just been there a month and a half, so I'm going to have those thoughts. But if I can get past that Monday, I have Tuesday and Sundays off, and if I can get past that Wednesday, then I'm okay. Then the thoughts aren't really there. But those 2 days, I'm telling you, you question yourself. Is it really worth it? But, but it's a nice little gig. I mean, it's something to do. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up that women are doing it. Women are slanging packages. Women are scanning packages. So you can do it if you really put your mind to it. If you're not used to hard labor of any kind and you're just used to pushing paper, I'm telling you, this is not going to be an easy run for you. Every day is probably going to be a struggle for you. But again, you are guaranteed a struggle on 2 of those days of the week here at our facility. Other than that, like I said, it's a nice little gig to have for now. You can work, again, 36 hours if you're a part-timer. Once you get off, if you need some more hours, again, during the orientation in the morning, I'm sorry, not the orientation, but during the meetings in the morning. We meet every morning in the break room or in one of the training rooms. We meet every morning. There is a there is a overtime sheet in the building that you can sign up for overtime if you want to. Again, so the overtime is there. So again, don't let the 17 hours deter you because you are able to make more money just by signing up for overtime. I haven't did any overtime yet. Just still feeling my way through this thing because we get off. I work in the mornings, we mornings. I'll go in at 3:50. Go in at 3:50. You have to be on time. They don't want you late, not 1 minute. I mean, when I say not 1 minute, you cannot be late 1 minute because their motto is the world on time. They figure they need you for 4 hours. They need you to be there 4 hours on time. That's not asking a lot. So, because it will count against you if you're a minute late. It'll count against you. So, being on time, punctuality is a must there. But again, just give it a try. It sounds scary. I was really skeptical when I applied for it. I really wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it. But after reading a lot of comments and watching a lot of videos, I just went for it. I wanted to take it on for myself and see how I felt about it. And then I could share my own experience. So the job, again, women can do it. There are more women, I think, in this facility during the hours that I am there than I've seen. So there are a lot of women of age, women with a particular age, young girls and things of that nature. Again, like I said, my hours are 3:50 a.m. to about 7:30 a.m. depending on that day of the week. Most of the time it'll probably run to 6:24 a.m. but on Wednesdays definitely you're there to 7:30 a.m. On Saturdays we go in at 4:25 and we're out pretty early too, maybe like 7:30, something like that. But on Sundays nights, which really I want to say Monday morning at midnight, we are back into the building at 12:15, and we're probably out of there around 4 a.m., give or take a little bit. But if you want to work overtime during that time, you can definitely sign up for overtime if you want to stay longer. Again, my days off are Tuesdays and Sundays, and give me a chance to take a break. Even give me a chance, even after we're getting off in the daytime, in the morning time, to do other things, which I do. So, but if you really want to make this a full-time gig with part-time hours, sign up for overtime, and it will probably be more beneficial to you. I haven't tried the benefits or anything yet because there is a waiting period, but I hear they're pretty good. Other than that, try it. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but you have to have some stamina. You have to have some stamina because it definitely will make you sweat. It will make you tired. Again, like I said, please, by all means, buy you some compressor socks. If you're going to be doing all that standing, you don't want your legs to be hurting at the end of the day. I wear 2 pair of compressor socks. Wear you a back brace. Again, I wear a full body sweat vest and pants because I really want to lose weight, but the vest itself is for my back. I think the first time I went, I didn't have any of this, and I felt it the day after. So make sure you wear the things that's going to make your job easier and not make you hurt so much at the end of the day. Again, just wanted to share with you my experience at FedEx package handlers, and so far so good. But again, I will say every day I have to question myself, but if I can just make it to 6 months, maybe I'll feel better. If I can make it to a year, maybe even better. But for right now, I'm at a month and a half, and I still question myself every Monday and Wednesday, is this really what I want? But again, because those are the worst days to be a package handler, because there are so many packages, and I can only imagine what the peak hours, Christmas and the holidays, are going to look like, and that will be the test for me. Enjoy. Take care.